Hi, Scott here with the fourth and final video, 100% the final video on doubling your productivity, and I'm saving this one for last because it's my favourite and it's actually the one that you can not only double but treble, quadruple your productivity here, and that is make your vacation your vocation. Now, some American terms in there, but what that means is it's the same principle as when people ask you, if you were to win the lottery and didn't need to work for a living, what would you like to do? I'll be an artist, I'll watch dogs, I'd help young kids, I'd help old people. Then this generic example is a way of explaining that if you have a job you really, really love and you don't view it as a job, you're going to put a lot more effort in. You're going to have treble, quadruple the productivity that you would have if you've got a job you hate. You see so many posts on Facebook, oh, I hate Mondays. Mondays are shite. Mondays are, I can't wait to my. And then it's, yeah, it's Friday. And they even have a thing for when it's halfway to Friday, hump day. And people put crap on Facebook and social media saying, yeah, it's Wednesday, it's half day to Friday. If you're putting these posts on and you're a business owner, you need to sort your life out. You need to ditch your business immediately and do something else. As an employee, slightly different, but as entrepreneurs, who are the majority of people watching these, if you have ever put something, yeah, it's Friday, I can switch off from my business having a glass of wine and forget about life to Monday, then you're not in the right job. If you don't have that passion for your entrepreneurial business, the harsh reality is you are going to fail. So, yeah, if you don't have that passion, you're going to fail. So, I'll use the example not of property because I've used that before, but I'm also a self-defense instructor, so I teach Krav Maga. I have a Krav Maga school, and many years ago I studied Krav Maga. I was a student. This was my hobby. So I actually went on vacation. My holidays in Krav Maga were going to Israel, we're going to Greece, we're travelling all over the world to learn Krav Maga, which is a reality-based self-defense. I just loved it. We did gun disarms, we did knife disarms, we got to shoot guns, we did takedowns, we did a mixture of all different martial arts, multiple attackers, military stuff, law enforcement, VIP protection. There's so many elements to this. I spent a lot of my time travelling about the world and travelling to Glasgow to learn the classes and learning as much Krav Maga as I could. So that was my vacation, that was my spare time, that was my hobby. And I condensed 7 years worth of training into 18 months, 2 years, and travelled about and made a lot of sacrifices because I wanted to learn Krav Maga and be an instructor. So I then became an instructor at the cost of a lot of thousands of pounds, by the way, for these courses, and then set up my own school with other instructors, and we take classes together. So I don't see the fact Wednesday, as I record this, it's Wednesday. I'm going to finish work. I have some property viewings to do for investment clients, and I need to teach at 7:30 tonight. I went to boot camp this morning. I got up at 5:30, did an hour of boot camp at 6:30 to 7:30. Was in the office for just after 8. So it's a very long day for me getting up at 5:30. I'm not going to get in the house to 10 o'clock tonight. So I'm teaching between 7:30 and 9:30. If I was going accounts or doing something, or even doing pillow stuff to 10 o'clock at night, I might be a wee bit peeved, but actually I love finishing work. I'm in a shirt and tie and doing businessy stuff, and then I finish and go and do, which is a paid hobby for me. I go and teach people. That is my hobby, but it's actually a job as well. So although I'm there teaching people and we're getting class fees, it's a bonus for me because I can get fit. I join in with the class, I can hone my skills, I can hone my teaching and my leadership skills, and actually I'm making a difference to a lot of people's lives. People that need some self-defense, whether it's people that have been hurt, bullied, young kids that have been bullied, wives that have been victimized by husbands, whatever they are, I can make a difference in people's lives. So it's a great thing. I love it. So I don't see my teaching as Krav Maga. I get annoyed at weekends because I can't go and do pillow stuff. So I love Mondays. I love getting into the office, what's been happening. I've done all my stuff at the weekend. I've got in with a nice clear desk. What does Monday hold? What cool stuff can I make happen this week? I don't dread going in. I sometimes dread going on holiday. I was in Greece doing some Krav Maga and some social stuff for 7 days. The last 4 days of that was sitting at a pool. I was dying to get back to work. So I'm the opposite. I want to come back and work, but a lot of people don't have that. But if you have that, then you are going to get up early, you're going to work late, you're going to work at weekends. But if you're employed or you're working for a boss that you hate or doesn't appreciate you, or your business doesn't inspire you in any way, you're not going to have that 3-4 times productivity. You're going to do the bare minimum to get past. If you can get a business that you really, really care about to that degree, You know, I have sacrificed, I still sacrifice a lot for the business. I sacrifice relationships. I have done the last couple of years because my business is more important to me. Going and doing stuff on dating or friends, I've sacrificed friendship because this couple of years building Pillow is really, really important to me. I have the passion for it. So I'm happy to make sacrifices in other areas of my life. And by the way, when I was being a Krav Maga instructor, before I had Pillow, I made sacrifices to my existing businesses because I wanted to focus on Krav Maga and fitness, and I trained for a whole year. I got 5:30 every morning, I trained for an hour and a half every single night to go and do these courses to achieve certain goals in fitness. So in that instance, I sacrificed business because I wanted to do the Krav Maga side. Now that we've achieved those goals and done and they're all up and running, I'm sacrificing Krav Maga a little bit and fitness a little bit and definitely social and you know, partners, girlfriends a little bit because I want to focus on business, and I would resent 2 weeks of holiday away, spending time with people because I just want to get back and work in my business. Now that's me. I'm weird. I have a weird obsession with the business. It's my life, so I don't expect everybody to do that, but I have that passion for it, so I don't see it as work. I don't see it as hard work. I'm inspired to do it, and that's why I think you can double, treble, quadruple your productivity simply by loving your business. So have a think. Do I love it to that degree? Am I inspired to get up early in the morning to work? Do I get excited when the phone goes? Do I want to do this for the short term, medium term? If you have that passion, like hopefully you can see my passion for Krav Maga and property. I love my businesses, I love what I do. The entrepreneurial life can let you create something where you can have as much free time as you want. I mean, it's a good thing I work a lot, but I work because I choose to work. I could take time off. There was a thing where I noticed when I was in Greece that actually there was a guy there that worked 3 weeks, had 1 week off, went to Greece, went to Corfu every single month for a week. And I thought, I could do that. I could easily do that. The staff could cover it. In fact, I could be more productive over in Greece than I could sitting in this office with the travelling time, the phone's gone, people coming and going. If I spent a week overseas or a week in a holiday lodge somewhere, I would be more productive, I would get more done, but I don't want to take that time off. But the entrepreneurial life, if you build your business right, allows you to do it. And when you have that freedom, I believe life's all about choices. When you have that freedom and you know you don't need to work 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, you can choose to, and you have the passion for it, your productivity goes up. But if you feel that you need to do that, you start resenting it and you don't enjoy it. So think about making your vacation your vocation, and that's just a generic term for it, but that's something I think is really, really important. And a lot of people fall into entrepreneurial jobs. They've got an idea, they come up with it, they've got a business that changes and pivots slightly and they don't actually enjoy it anymore. Business is much easier when you love what you do and you've got a passion for it. So that is the 11 tips. Now, productivity is something I like to focus on when I can. I'm not perfect at it. I've made these 4 videos with all these tips. Do I listen to them all? No, there's probably 8 out of the 11 I follow 100%. Some of them I don't. But here's a couple of other tips. I want to just tell you how extreme I take it. I don't expect people to do it. There's things I never do. As I'd said, I never wash a car. I never do cleaning. There's just certain things I don't see the point of my time doing. I never go to the supermarket. I order everything from Amazon Prime. So periodically, every couple of weeks, this big box will come with all the stuff I need, toilet rolls, kitchen supplies, blah, 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 blah. I order these come periodically. I haven't been to a supermarket in 5 years. I've never watched a TV in 15 years. I just don't watch TV, don't read newspapers, stay away from mainstream media, but I just don't spend time shopping or going to a supermarket. I resent the fact I need to drive past a petrol station and move in. So I get all my shopping online, probably Amazon. I'm a bit addicted to buying crap off Amazon, but that is Amazon Pantry. I got all my food. If I need don't ever cook, but in the fresh, if I need fresh veg, you can get Amazon Fresh to get your stuff within 2 hours. It's just amazing. So Amazon Now and Amazon Pantry and Amazon Fresh, all these new things that are coming out by Amazon, you can get your supermarkets fresh stuff supplied within 2 hours. It's amazing. In fact, I don't even eat food. I use this. If you've ever heard of it, it's Huel, so it's kind of meal replacement stuff. These bags and these bars, I pretty much eat this definitely 4 days a week, so I don't remember the last time I cooked a meal. The only time I would ever cook a meal is if I was on a date and I was cooking for somebody. By the way, if I'm ever cooking a meal for you, it means I really, really like it, because I very rarely do it. But I just have the meal replacement stuff. It takes me 4 minutes a day to eat, because it takes me a minute to mix that up, put it in the blender and drink it. So I love myself. going to a supermarket and buying fresh food every day or once a week is just not something I would ever do. I want to focus on my business. Not a good use of my time personally. As I live myself, I can do it. I paid people before I paid people to do meal prep. So my meal prep from Monday to Thursday was done. I just collected it and took it out of the freezer. So that's all done. I take it to the extreme by eating the meal replacement stuff so that I can be healthy. So this stuff is a balanced diet. It's got the exact level of macros that I want to use. It's got the exact level of calories, protein, and I know if I eat X amount of that a day, it gives me the calories I need to fuel me for training and keep me going. So in a zombie apocalypse, I could just live off my supply of that, and I wouldn't need to worry about food. But these are just the things, it's the way my mind is set up to save time. I don't want to go to a supermarket and buy food. I don't want to go shopping, I'll just buy stuff off Amazon. I don't want to spend time doing tasks that don't get me my income, my value level that we spoke in one of the previous points. Now, I'm going to finish by saying I take it to the extreme of working early, working late, cutting out all the unproductive time that I have, but also I have a bit of free time as well factors into that. So for me, my office, in this place, at home, working, my productive time is my productive time. I'm working fucking hard in that time, and I do not like to be sidetracked or annoyed by anything. I like to make sure I subscribe to these tips as much as I can. But when I'm off, I don't mind relaxing. So none of these tips saying you need to make sure and set your alarm at 4 in the morning. Of course, you're going to be more productive if you can squeeze in 4 hours a day when you should be sleeping. But for me, fitness and relaxation is a big part of being productive. And it's not a point, but maybe it should be, is the fact that if you're working and you can double your productivity by working 16 hours a day rather than 8, but you're going to have a burnout at some point. You're not going to be able to sustain that for 10 years. Some people can, I probably could because I love it, but most people can't and they have other stuff to do. So factor in, the more time you spend in fitness, it does chemical stuff to your brain, the more smarter you'll be, the more focused you'll be, you'll sleep better, so there's loads of benefits to fitness to make you more productive. But your time off is important. So if you're having time off, you can be productive having time off by switching your phone off, by not checking the notifications, by extracting yourself from places where people are going to come and annoy you, and being very clear with your communications to people. I try to take a Sunday off. So you'll probably not, the staff can get me, but you'll probably not get me responding to stuff on a Sunday. Simply because, hey, I work 12-hour days, most Monday to Thursday for sure, more than that. So I deserve a Sunday off. I've worked a business. I work more than most people work during normal working week. I teach on a Saturday, I go running, and I do some business stuff on a Saturday afternoon. Come 5 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon to Monday morning is my time off. I like to do a wee bit of fitness and switch off. So when I'm saying be productive, it's not let's just work 2 hours extra a day. It's a time that you can work, because some people have families, some people have part-time jobs as entrepreneurs, some people have full-time jobs and they're building a business on the side. These videos are all about being productive for the time that you allocate to work, and you can be productive in the time that you allocate to rest and social by trying to switch off for your business. And hey, it's hard. I know I never switch off, but sometimes I have it in my mind to try and switch off. So in your downtime, make sure it is your downtime. That's your rest. That's your time to recuperate. Otherwise, your brain's just going to go overloaded with stuff. So that's been 11 points, a wee bonus point about the fitness, and a little bit about my extremities by saving time, not cooking food or going to the supermarket and just having meal replacement shakes. Don't think that's for everybody, but I just wanted to share that that's my mindset in productivity, and that's one of the other things I do, and that saves me an hour a day for cooking for sure, and a couple of hours a week for going to the supermarket and pissing about, trying to get to a supermarket, driving, buying stuff. I just order it online and I buy the same stuff every single couple of weeks. I just click reorder and it's done. I save probably, I'm 10%, 20% more productive by simply not going to the supermarket and doing the traditional thing there. So look for all these wee tips in your own life. Work around your family, your part-time job, your full-time job, your business, and I hope that helps you. I wish you all the success. Please let me know any other tips. Share with the community any other tips you have for productivity and time management, and I really hope this helps. Thank you for watching them all. I'll speak to you soon.